Hi everybody, this is Dave the Rave here, and today I've got a box with a pair of Hoka One One Clifton 8s in it. The latest model is the Clifton 9. I've bought the 8 because it's on sale and approximately it's half price. Additionally, I've also already owned a pair for the last 2 years and I just loved them, so I've gone for the same shoes again. I'm reviewing these shoes because I've just received them and I want to tell you about them. Okay. One thing I would say, I am unusual because I'm just really interested in what happens when I wear the shoes, not how they look. But I will review how they look anyway. I'm quite a serious runner. I've been a serious runner for about 25 years, and so it's all about function, not appearance for me. So I never know what colour I've actually paid for until I open the box. I can't remember. For me, if I had to choose what colour I thought that these were, because I don't remember, I thought they'd probably end up having a white pair of shoes in the box. But I don't have a white pair of shoes, I've got a yellow pair of shoes in the box. So I got that wrong, but that's okay. That's not the thing for me. The appearance of the shoes is fine. Actually, I quite like the bright yellow and the black laces and details. It's quite nice. I'm not bothered, but that's a nice looking shoe. It's fine. Okay, this shoe is an all-rounder. I'll go through all the different categories of how you can measure what it does in all these different categories, but it's a comfortable all-rounder shoe. Road shoe, not trail. Okay, so first of all, the fit, it's true to size. I find when you wear running shoes, you should go half a size bigger than your standard shoes, your standard everyday walking shoes. I'm a size 11, so I go for 11.5s with shoes. These are true to size, there's no surprises. That's the correct thing to do. Do what you usually do with your running shoes. In my case, I go up half a size and that's fine. They fit perfectly. Also, these shoes, what I like about them, they've got a wider toe box than some other shoes which are a bit tight, and it can be painful running in shoes that are too tight on the sides here, up at the toes. Hoka are well known for having a bit of space there. That's what I like about this. So as far as fit goes, true to size, good on the toes. Comfort is where it scores the highest for me, because these are the most comfortable, springy, soft shoes I've ever owned. I did a lot of studying recently into the best shoes to do long distance running in, because I'm 58 years old just now. I turned 56. I live in an island called Isle of Arran, which is 56 miles around, and I wanted to run it in a winter to celebrate my birthday without stopping, unsupported, on my own. I did that. I did it in Hoka Clifton 8s, my previous pair which I've owned for the last 2 years. They were wonderful shoes to run in. They were exactly what I thought they were going to be. Lovely and soft and springy. Looked after my old body and my old worn out knobbly knees very nicely. The only reason that I wouldn't have completed that run would have been my ancient body rather than the excellent shoes that I had on my feet. They were first class choice and I completed the challenge. So as far as comfort goes, it looks like there's a lot of cushioning in these shoes. There is. There's a 5mm heel to toe drop there, so the cushioning goes all the way along the shoe. It's well known for that. These are very soft, springy shoes. The Hoka Cliftons were the shoes that really put Hoka on the map because they sold so well. It was their best selling shoe, and I can see why. As far as the ride goes, this shoe is fitted with a meta rocker and a curved sole. You can see it curves up here so that when your foot lands and you stride forward, it rolls rather than slapping, which would happen with a kind of flatter shoe. It rolls naturally and you end up on your toes without that slapping sensation. I like that curved last to the shoes. I've had a couple of our pairs that did that. It's very comfortable to run in them. It's also nice even if you're going fast because you end up on your toes. So the ride is very good. As far as stability goes, these shoes would suit somebody like me who is a mild overpronator or just needs standard neutral support for the roll of their foot. If you were a severe overpronator, these wouldn't be the shoe for you. They haven't got any kind of stability plate built into them, but they are quite firm. They don't twist much, and how you test that is you hold on to a shoe and try and twist it backwards and forwards, front and back like that. This doesn't twist very much. It's quite solid, but it's got a bit of flexibility. I like that as well because it means that you can feel the flexibility when you run. It doesn't feel rigid, which stability shoes do feel. They kind of feel like they're holding you back because they're inflexible. So I like this combination. Mild stability, perfect for me, perfect for most runners, to be honest. As far as grip goes, I've had a couple of shoes in the past, different brands, that were a letdown in the wet and they weren't very grippy. These shoes are grippy on all road surfaces. They haven't given me any surprises. They're good in the wet, they're built for the road, they do a very good job on the road. I've had no slips or falls or skids, and I use them for mild trails as well. That's the other reason that I like these shoes. The last pair, I get rid of them when I'd run 1,000 miles in them. And you're meant to replace shoes when they're about 500 miles you've done. I just didn't with these shoes because they didn't wear out. They didn't wear out on the upper or on the sole, the tread. It was all intact. It was a nice shoe. It was still functioning fine. And in the end, I only got rid of them because I felt I should, because as the miles go on, the cushioning becomes less and less with shoes generally. So I did it really because I felt I should, not because I had to. These are durable shoes, they last well. So that's all the categories really for this shoe apart from value. These shoes come in at £130 approximately for the latest model, the Clifton 9s. Clifton 8s therefore have been reduced in price in Britain to about £75–80. That's what I would have paid. I happened to spot a pair on eBay that was an ex-display, and it was only £45, so that's what these are. I tend to do that. I buy last year's model because it's perfectly adequate. I know what this shoe does. I've done so many miles in this shoe. I like it. So it's a known quantity to me. £45 for a new shoe, I just can't lose. So there's my verdict, and it's already a foregone conclusion, the verdict on this shoe, because I've owned it before and it's the best shoe I've ever owned. So it's a foregone conclusion. My summary of this shoe is this. This has got the combination of cushioning and lightweight that I've never experienced in a shoe before. You usually have to choose between one or the other. Cushioning, heavy shoe, lightweight, very little cushioning. This has got everything. This has got cushioning and lightweight. I use it for 5k tempo runs. I've done my fastest 5k times in these shoes, and I've used it, as I mentioned, for a 56-mile ultra which I completed. So it's not just a jack of all trades and master of none. It's really a jack of all trades and master of all of them as well. It's a great all-rounder shoe, my favourite shoe. I have to add that I'm in no way affiliated with anybody or sponsored or receive anything from anybody. I'm entirely one old bloke, in this case in a caravan, who likes to run and who's telling you what shoe that he would recommend for someone else to buy. And in this case, for me, it's this shoe because this is the one I've bought, and I've done it deliberately to replace the last pair, which were just excellent. Okay, so that's my review of the Hoka One One Clifton 8s, soft and light. It actually says that inside the shoe. I didn't notice that before. Soft and light, and that's the combination I'm talking about. Cushioning and lightweight. That's exactly what I've just said, and ironically that's exactly what they've put in there. Soft and light for everyday. The everyday shoe that's the perfect combination of lightweight and cushioning. I hope that was useful to you. I hope you keep up your running. It's a gift to have a body that can run and that is able to do these things. I feel blessed, and hopefully you're as blessed as I am. and keep running the miles, and celebrate having a body that's so capable and gives you all that freedom. Okay, thank you. Cheers.